that bar that we always go to, he told me, I was like, how's business doing, man? He's like, well, just enough to get by.
Really?
Yeah, and then I was like, well, look, I could, I'd do the streaming thing, we could come swing by. And he was like, yeah, you could. And I was like, yeah, but I know this vibe is very, very like strict vibe. I was like, yeah, maybe it's not best. And
it's always tough because there's a lot of places you want to share and you want to say like, oh, I had the most incredible experience at these bars. And then you also don't want to turn it toxic or like a revolving door of people who come for like a drink or don't understand the vibe. Yeah, and it's a very particular vibe. So you were saying that, is it a good thing to shout out your favorite locations? Because the downside can be that the vibe gets a little missed, but the desire to share those is a big thing.
That's right. And that bar would be a very tough.
100%. I don't think it's a good idea.
That'd be a bad bar to promote. Because I've also had in the past, people have gone to bars and been like, oh, I'm Connor's friend.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
And I'll be like, what? So I'll go to the bar next time I go there and they'll be like, yeah, we met your friend. I'll be like, yeah, we took a picture, and they'll show me a picture. I'll be like, I've never seen this guy in my life. But he goes into the place being like, oh, I'm his friend. I'm like, that's up.
Yeah.
You can be like, you saw it, but just stop saying you know me. That's so creepy. So very hesitant to show places on stream for people, because people do stuff like that. Because then people believe them. Because why wouldn't you? Because who says that? Who like? I
use that all the time, and I cash out that
Who goes to
everywhere.
a bar? Who goes to a bar and is like, yeah, I'm friends with this guy.
And they're usually like, are you here to pay his bill? And I'm like, oh.
I should do that one.
Yeah, you should say, when this guy claiming to be my friend, he'll take care of my tab. But in the opposite sense, we have a restaurant that we might like that if we know is more like, you just eat there. Like, oh, let's shout this place out because they can get more customers, like a Mexican restaurant or something like that. That can be good. So, yeah. My favorite ramen place is really good, but it's tough to people recommending. One of those really old-fashioned ramen places where they're like, yes, sure, whatever. How do you want the oil? How do you want Futsu de. Yeah, they don't let you talk. One time I asked for the suke men, I was like, men wa atatakai wa dekimasu ka? And he looked at me like, oh, yeah, we can do it, but like, oh. You're not going, that's the last time you went. Suke men, the noodles are always cold, and when it's winter, the broth gets cold before I get halfway through the noodles. That's a skill issue, it sounds. I mean, like, I'm just saying, I'm not saying, like, I'm not here to don't do that. We need you to pay the bill, or at least let me. Okay. I need your card first. What's the pin? Some money down. So I don't want it to sound like I'm you, but like I feel like Sukemen is a challenge of how you. Food is not a challenge. Well, I think ramen can be. It's like at a place I used to go to all the time that wasn't Sukemen, but it was ramen. It was the best ramen I've ever had. It's closed now, sadly, but you could not talk while you were there. Okay. And if you talked to your friend or to a guest or anything, they would politely ask you to please stop talking. The focus here is the food. And we have a line of 25 people. And you can't sit there and say, wow, this tastes good. Let me get my Insta. You know, he was very strict about it. And so. A lot of places like that. Yeah, that's how it goes. So. Yeah, even now I think when I go to ramen people who live here, it's like we'll talk. The moment we sit down, it's get through the food. Maybe it's like a quiet, it's pretty good. And then it's like eat, and then we're all done, we get out, and then we talk. It's kind of weird how you recover. Yeah, you just kind of do that. I've been taught, I've been trained into it. Yeah, man, I haven't had, now that winter is upon us, it's getting a little chilly out. Ramen season. It's ramen season, finally. Yeah. Oh, but I eat so much food already. I can't have ramen. In like 3 hours, I'll have room. There's an old, really pointless, really? That soon in 3 so you're gonna be sober? I like how that took you a second. I just can't, you talk about food and there's no other joy in life than food. I agree with that. A little too much. Food is truly my biggest joy in life. I mean, it's way up there. That and gooning. Hanging out with friends and then food. The gooning was third, that's what it was. Oh yeah.